Hello everyone, it's just Jackson here, and today I'm going to be bringing you part number 3 for the Gemini Home Entertainment Reaction Series. Now, this is going to be covering the popular analog horror series Gemini Home Entertainment. I have already covered the World's Weirdest Animals episode and the storm safety tips. Today's episode is going to be over the Deep Blue. Now, for the next part, I'm going to be going over a little bit of a miniature analysis of what analog horror and Gemini Home Entertainment is. And then after that, I'm going to have a little bit of a brief thank you segment, followed by my reaction, analysis, and conclusion. So feel free to skip. I'm going to have all of the timestamps in the description below. So now I think we should get into a bit of an analysis of what analog horror and Gemini Home Entertainment's place in analog horror may be. Gemini Home Entertainment is an analog horror series that started in 2019. Now, analog horror is defined as a subgenre of found footage horror, which is captured to be in an analog format, so something that looks like it's a VHS tape or something like that. Now, on YouTube, what is widely considered to be the first analog horror on the platform would be another series by the name of Local 58. Now, while Gemini Home Entertainment is in no means the first analog horror, it is also by no means the worst. It is one of my all-time favorites so far. Now, I would like to go and take a quick moment to have a few brief thank yous. So recently I ended up looking in the comments of my last video over storm safety tips, and there was a particular commenter, one of two, who stood out amongst the two, and it was because of the nature of his comments. Now, of course, I apologize if I'm using the wrong pronoun there, but, it's just what I automatically think of whenever I see the name. Knight of Blackfire. I would like to take a quick moment to say so many thanks for not only commenting, but also commenting in ways that could help improve my analysis by going and telling me a few things that I may not have caught on to, such as harbinge equals harbinger, and I was indeed correct with my connection of storm and swarm being interchangeable. They also let me know that in the community tab of the Gemini Home Entertainment series, the post put on there, for the most part, is also in the universe of the analog horror, so I shall probably go into the community tab with a bit of like an auxiliary video that isn't over a particular video in the series, and instead just goes over nothing but, additional materials, whether it's, a little bit of, I hear that they have a game called Lethal Omen, as well as the community tab on the channel. So thank you so much for letting me know things that I may have missed, as well as some things that could go into the series in addition to that. So now, without further stalling, without further ado, please join me in my analysis over the Deep Blue. Alright, so here we are for part 3 of Gemini Home Entertainment. This episode is called The Deep Blue, which I'm not excited for. I have some pretty nutty thalassophobia going on. I have issues with the ocean, that big abyss down there, and generally that whole expanse that we are not accustomed to, that unknown void. It is too much for me. So I'm looking forward to being scared out of my wits over this one. Jesus, I'm kind of nervous and I'm stalling a bit. I guess I could take a quick moment to, say thank you to all of the viewers and all that make me actually want to go through with this. But I guess I should just hit play. Real quick, I'm here with my moral support. I got my Rainforest Cafe glass of water because I'm a classy individual. I'm totally not stalling. Let's go. Oh, shoot. I gotta pause real quick. mark against me for being unprepared. Gotta make sure I have my my notepad and a pen, probably. I want that. There we go. Notepad and pen. Now I can get started. Yeah, Gemini Home Entertainment, we get it. Just get to the part where you give me a heart attack with the ocean. Gotta pause now. Already we have a new company name, Geneva Production Company. Now I'm curious if Geneva Production Company is going to end up being good guys or bad guys. It looks like Harbinge is the good guys, as was reinforced by one of my commenters on my previous video, which I believe I should have had a little shout out to them, a little thank you, just a little bit ago. But yeah, see, I don't like recording during the daytime, because right now my dog is barking like there's no tomorrow. But I have to record during the daytime this time around, unfortunately. Alright, back to it. It's a little loud, at least to me. Okay, what is this, like a documentary? Our ocean is full of mystery and wonder. The music's a little groovy. Let's take a look at some of the secrets hidden beneath the surface. Is this going to be like an oceanic equivalent to... It's going to be like an oceanic equivalent to World's Weirdest Animals. Here we see a school of fish swimming together as a group. These fish are often swallowed whole by mammoths like the blue whale. Interestingly enough, that isn't necessarily true, at least not in a lot of cases, due to the fact that the way whales feed is with the bristle teeth that they have, so it would filter out any larger fish like that. They typically eat smaller stuff like krill and that kind of stuff. So while that statement is not entirely untrue, there are definitely species of whale that do eat fish whole, or do happen to accidentally swallow fish. Their main diet, at least with blue whales, is not necessarily that of, you know, the standard fish, and are typically that of smaller organisms than fish, because they're a form of filter feeder. Anyways, that's enough of me nerding out a little bit. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong, and then you guys in the comments can tell me that I'm wrong, or Editor Jackson's going to tell me that I'm wrong. Who knows? I don't like that bubble sound around microphones. It messes with me. Despite its beauty, the ocean can be a very dangerous place. You don't need to tell me twice. I know it's very dangerous. That's why I hate it. I hate the ocean. I'm scared of it. It's scary. Yo, what's that? This stingray may look innocent, but it carries deadly poison in its tail. Yeah, that's what ended up doing in Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin. However, rays are very gentle and generally only sting when threatened. Yeah, and in most zoos and aquariums, they typically remove the barb that does the stinging because they don't want the stingrays to actually sting someone. The real danger of the ocean is not the wildlife, but the habitat itself. Also very true. We are very much not accustomed to the depth, the pressure, and the extreme circumstances that can be found in the ocean. And now this is... I don't like it. I don't like it already. That's just void. It's uncomfortable. I don't like the noise either. That looks scary. This is the Marianas Trench, the deepest place on Earth. I don't like that depth though. I don't like it. The Marianas Trench plus the Demesia Tunnel. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a little. The Demesia Tunnel is clearly like a false, like fictional thing. That's where the horror goes, the unknown depth area. A little side tangent. I wanted to complain about people who talk about the Mariana Trench and all that sort of stuff and what may lie down there. I'm sick of people saying that megalodons like to hide down there. They don't. They can't. They're surface dwelling freshwater, not freshwater, warm water sharks that have gone extinct for years now. Stop saying that they exist. They are dead. They're gone. They're not in the Mariana Trench either. They don't feed down there. They wouldn't survive. There is nothing down there large enough to sustain a shark that massive. Just accept it. Don't even like sit around saying, let me have my fun. They're dead. Find something else to have fun with. Like great whites. Those are cool. Bull sharks. Those are cool. That got a little loud. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's actually giving me chills. It's giving me chills. I don't like it. This is making me so uncomfortable. I don't like it. The whole series is most of the horror is the atmosphere. It's not even like, jump scares and stuff. Nothing can live inside the Marianas Trench. Okay. Not. What is that thing? What is that? Okay, that's kind of cool. The deep blue. Is this the end already? Damn. Remy Abode, creator of the series. My idiotic self in the previous episode had a brain fart, not realizing that Remy was indeed the one who made the series. That was bad. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the rest of this series. That was just atmospheric. It was phenomenal. And that's something I greatly enjoy whenever it comes to series like this. It's almost entirely the atmosphere that gives it its horror. It relies very little on jump scares, at least with this series. There are other series that have more like actual threats that we see that do the jump scares and stuff. But in this, it is mostly about the build up, which a lot of horror actually doesn't appreciate, which I don't like. I like the build up. It is what makes horror great, especially this. So I'm going to take a quick moment to look back at notes. So the Geneva production company provided this video. The real threat, the horror, lies within the Marianas Trench. As well as the Demesia Tunnel within it. All right, so that's all where it lies. And then down there is like the weird. It's like the thing that we saw in storm safety tip because it's like the lights that they were talking about in the field. So I'm gonna go and mark that as the threat is, the freaking War of the Worlds tripod thing. I could call it like the eye or whatever. I don't know what I could call it. I'll just call it a weird octopus for now. Alright, so those are like the three big things that I've gotten from this is the Geneva Production Company, the Marianas Trench and the Demesia Tunnel within it, as well as the weird octopus glowing creatures, which are the threat, and they are also what I can only assume to be the lights from the previous episode. I apologize for any audio issues. I decided to record during the daytime because I only had time to do it during the daytime today, so everyone's awake in the house. Damn, I hate that. I hate that everyone's awake because I like silence for this. But, anyways, that concludes the reaction and analysis portion. I will now turn it over to the Jackson with a script for the outros. Thanks for joining me with this utterly horrifying portion of this series. See ya. Alright, so there you have it. That was my reaction to Gemini Home Entertainment, Episode 3, The Deep Blue. Now, I fully intend to continue this series through the very end, as long as Gemini keeps uploading these videos, as long as we keep getting more inputs on the community tab, the videos, possibly any other games. I doubt they will do that because Lethal Omen is unique in that sense, if I remember correctly from everything I've heard. But I look forward to going into all of it, and I hope that you all join me for it. Now, as always, I'm going to have links to Gemini Home Entertainment, the YouTube channel, as well as the Deep Blue in the description below, below all the timestamps that I have put in there. And now I would like to say that this is the end. As always, it's just Jackson here, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.